I'm in the state forest, which as the crows flies is about a mile from my house. It's almost 40,000 acres of restricted access. And I came down a trail. And one of the first things I found is this bend. Now that's a pretty good sized pine tree. And it's bent all the way over and it's stuck into the ground right there. It's almost like I could pull it out of the ground and it'd straighten itself back up. Except I think it's been bent long enough, it's probably taken that shape. That's a good sized tree. I'm standing under it. And that's as high as I can reach with the phone, which is over 7 foot. It's another foot up. So the top of that bend's about 8 foot. That tree's about 5 inches in diameter. Pretty good sized tree. And on up the trail a little bit, there's a couple of trees been pushed down across the trail. And there's some other interesting things. I'm gonna go on over there and show them to you. I'm gonna pause it. Here's a tree pushed down across the trail. This is a blackjack oak. I'm gonna pause for a moment right here and do a little scan. This phone of mine doesn't have a zoom feature. And until I come out here with a HD camera, this is about the best you're gonna get. But there's something was hollering at me. It was kind of a low. Anyway, we're gonna go on down the trail right there in the center of the screen. I'll show you a couple of more things. Here's a second tree pushed across the same trail. It's about 100 yards from the last one I showed you. Pretty good sized blackjack. It looks like it was probably dead when it was pushed over. I don't think it fell because I don't know, but the stump is right there, but the end of the tree is over there, 6 feet behind the stump and a good 4 feet to one side of it. And right over there is another blackjack that's broken off. It's actually twisted and broken. And it wasn't done recent, but it was done while it was alive. You can see where it's had branches grow on up straight, looking for the sun. So that tells me when that was broken off, it was alive, and I can see on the stump there where it was twisted and broken. And right beside it is a smaller tree that has no damage on it at all. And right there is another one. So to me it's interesting that that's broken off in this situation while it was alive and continued to live. Now there's a pretty good sized blackjack oak that's been broken off, and that break looks pretty fresh. Now that's a big enough tree that my first thoughts were that the wind probably got that. But then right over there is another one. It's a smaller one, but it broke off and it wasn't rotten. Both of these trees were alive. You can see that where it's into that other tree causing it to bend. And right over there is another one. And it was alive when it was broken off. It's much smaller. But that's 3 breaks right in a row just off the trail that I've been walking. Walk back over here to the trail. Now this trail doesn't have a lot of hooved animal sign on it except crossing it. Going up and down it, it doesn't have much, but it's had a lot of traffic. Looks like, you know, soft feet. It's beat down and it's pretty wide. You can see it right there. But not a lot of hoof traffic on it. It's got hoof traffic going across it, but not up and down it. Let's go on down here a little further and see what we can find. I'm gonna scan again. It has gotten dead quiet. There's not a bird. There's nothing but an occasional airplane. Just quiet. Now I'm gonna go a little further, then I'm gonna have to turn back. I'm already a couple of miles deep. Sun's getting low. I'm back from a short break. Right over there, there's something moving along on my flank. That'd be to my right. And right over there, you probably can't see it, but this goes up. There's a little ridge right there. And there's something moving along that ridge on my left flank. Every time there's a little breeze, like now, I can hear them move, or when I start moving. I'm gonna leave the camera on and I'm gonna walk down a little further. Now right ahead down there, right there, is a creek. And that goes down. There's a creek bottom in there. And it's pretty gnarly in there. I won't be going in there today. I'm out here by myself, which I usually am by myself. I've had some folks caution me about coming out here and doing this by myself. And I appreciate that concern. In my own defense, I'm pretty capable of taking care of myself. I'm 60 years old, but I'm in real good shape. And I've been out here in these woods all my life. And anything that is capable of getting me is capable of getting two of us. And I'm here to tell you something. I don't believe these fellas out here are interested in hurting you. Number one, I think that they can sense fear and they can sense respect. And although they might not like you out here, and they'll let you know, generally speaking, they're going to follow. Stay out of sight. There's another tree break right there off the trail. And there's a big one right there. Broke off and it's laying right here. Comes across the trail. I find it interesting when the only direction these things break is across the trail. And there's a bend. See that bend right there? And it goes and it's woven into that little smaller tree right there to keep it down. I don't know what these bends mean. There's a lot of opinions. And any one of those opinions can be valid. I don't know what it means. I just note that where the big fellas are, you're going to find bends and tree breaks. All right, I'm going to take a little break right now. We're at 13 minutes. I'm going to try to shield this from the sun. I'm looking directly into the sun. Something just got up out of those palmettos back there.